Khaby Lame, known around the world for saying nothing at all, suddenly made headlines for something no one saw coming. On June 6, 2025, he was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement while flying out of Las Vegas. The reason? Allegedly overstaying his visa, and just like that, one of the world's most recognizable internet faces was sitting in a holding room facing a major decision. Fight deportation or leave voluntarily. He chose to leave. Quietly. No dramatic Instagram post, no TikTok announcement. Just gone. But his silent departure made plenty of noise. Fans were shocked. Some thought it was just a misunderstanding. Others questioned how someone so globally famous could get caught up in immigration drama in the first place. And behind the scenes, legal experts pointed out how quickly fame can clash with policy, especially when international creators rely on temporary visas to work in the US. The real twist? This wasn't just a travel issue. It could affect his future career in the States, where most major entertainment deals are made. But Khaby didn't disappear for long. You'd think getting kicked out of the US might throw your career off balance, but Khaby Lame's empire? Still standing tall. In fact, in 2023 alone, he reportedly pulled in a jaw-dropping $16.5 million from brand partnerships. That's not just TikTok ads. We're talking major league deals with companies like Google, Pepsi, Hugo Boss, Fortnite, and even State Farm. It's not just that brands love him, it's why they love him. Khaby's content skips language barriers completely. No subtitles, no awkward translations, just universal humor that cuts across continents. That kind of global appeal? Almost no one else has it. And here's the wild part. Now that he's back in Europe, his reach might actually increase. He's been spending more time in places like Milan, Paris, and Dubai, and with TikTok banned in multiple US states and under pressure globally, being a European-based creator with worldwide pull might be his best move yet. But that's not the full picture. While most creators stick to TikTok, Khaby made a major leap in 2024, straight into streaming. His original show, Khaby is Coming to America, dropped on Tubi and flipped the script on what people expected from him. No longer just the silent guy shrugging at bad life hacks. Khaby was now holding his own in conversations with global icons like Alicia Keys, David Beckham, and Jon Batiste. The show blended light-hearted comedy with cultural curiosity, following Khaby as he tried to understand American life. But underneath the laughs, it showed something deeper. Khaby's transition from meme to media personality. And then came the big news. He's heading to the big screen. In Double O Khaby, a spy comedy set to shoot in mid-2025, Khaby will star as a delivery guy accidentally recruited by a secret agency. It's part slapstick, part satire, and totally unexpected. Some are skeptical. Can someone known for silence carry a full-length film? But others are calling it a genius move, flipping his brand into something fresh while still staying true to what made him famous. But this pivot raises an even bigger question. It's easy to label Khaby Lame as the silent guy who got lucky, but behind the scenes, he's thinking way bigger than TikTok. He's talked about it in interviews. His real goal isn't just viral content, it's building a legacy, a global brand that transcends platforms. Something like a Charlie Chaplin of the digital age, funny, universal, and unforgettable. He's even said he wants to make movies that people can watch decades from now and still laugh at. But it's not just talk, he's building the infrastructure too. Khaby's been investing in production, bringing in a growing team to help scale ideas beyond his own face. And it's working. With over 160 million TikTok followers, brand deals rolling in, and international name recognition, he's quietly laying the groundwork for something way more permanent. And it's not all about him either. Khaby's rise wasn't just a personal win, it meant something way bigger to millions of people who saw themselves in him. Born in Senegal and raised in a poor immigrant community in Italy, Khaby didn't even get Italian citizenship until 2022, even though he grew up there his whole life. For years, he was stateless, no passport, no official recognition, just a kid with a phone and a dream, and eventually, a global platform. That's why Khaby takes his role seriously. Quietly, he's been using his influence to spotlight issues around identity, opportunity, and race in Europe. He doesn't make a big show of it, but when he does speak, it matters. Like when he said in an interview, "My goal isn't to shame people, it's to show there's another way." He's also become a symbol of possibility for creators across Africa and the diaspora. Proof that you don't need perfect English, flashy edits, or expensive gear to make it. Just clarity, creativity, and confidence in your story. And now that he's back in Europe, that message is louder than ever. Let's be real, Khaby lame is synonymous with TikTok. But what happens when the platform that made you starts changing underneath you? TikTok's global landscape is shifting fast. It's already banned in several US states, facing government crackdowns in Europe, and the algorithm is leaning hard into fast-paced, loud content, basically the opposite of Khaby's style. That raises a real question. Can Khaby evolve past TikTok? Or is he forever tied to the app that made him famous?
The early signs are promising. His success on other platforms like Instagram and YouTube is growing fast, and his silent but expressive style actually works even better on short YouTube videos and international ads where voiceovers and dubbing don't get in the way. Still, the clock is ticking. Audiences are fickle, and staying relevant means staying ahead of the trend, not chasing it. So what's Khaby doing about it? It's tempting to think Khaby's silence is just a funny quirk, but it's way smarter than that. His entire brand is built on saying nothing but communicating everything. In a world overloaded with noise, endless talking, and oversharing, Khaby's quiet reactions are like a breath of fresh air. They let viewers fill in the blanks, making the content instantly relatable to millions from all walks of life. Plus, not speaking means no language barriers. His humor is universal. That's why you see his videos trending everywhere, from Italy to India to Brazil, without a single word needed. Some experts even call his approach the new universal language of social media. It's simple, effective, and almost impossible to copy without losing its magic. But this silence isn't permanent. Khaby's slowly weaving in more voice and personality on his new projects, just enough to grow his brand while keeping that iconic charm intact. And that's exactly the balance he needs to strike if he wants to keep winning. What's next for Khaby Lame? Khaby Lame's story is far from over. From a stateless kid in Italy to a global icon, he's already rewritten the rules of social media fame. But the real test is what comes next. Can he turn viral magic into lasting influence? He's proving that silence can speak louder than words, and that authenticity cuts through noise. But the game is changing fast, and staying on top means evolving without losing what made him special. Whether it's movies, streaming, or new kinds of content, Khaby's future feels like an open book, one millions will be watching closely. So what do you think? Will Khaby keep blowing up or fade into the background? Drop your thoughts below. I'm curious to hear.